Welcome back to Midday, and just to toss it up a bit, we are starting with Made with Love Delectable Edibles. Hello, Alexandra.
Hey.
Hello, Colin.
Hello, Susan.
How are you both? Are you good?
Good.
Good.
Today.
We're making roasted garlic potatoes, and I'm really excited because I love roasted garlic anything. So tell me what you guys know.
Oh, well, it's really easy.
Good to hear. I like that as well.
And that's the main thing about
Good.
doing any roasted veggies is it's really easy. It's the type of thing you just pop in the oven and make it taste the way you want it to taste, and then just cook it and leave it.
Yeah. So see, that's the trick. You want it to taste the way you want it to taste, but not everybody knows how to do that, and that's why we have you fine people here to tell us how to do that. So.
Yeah, what I find is a lot of people do lots of stovetop cooking, and oven cooking is ridiculously more simple. You just literally put your stuff in a dish, add your seasoning, add a little bit of oil, a little bit of lime juice, whatever you'd like, and then put it in the oven and ignore it. And the ignoring it part is wonderful because, you know, very often we spend a lot of time standing over a stovetop, getting all stressed out and trying to make things turn out.
Yes.
So the stick it in a dish and ignore is the most beautiful cooking technique I know.
And when you ignore, it loves you more by making your house smell good. Am I wrong? That's what happens.
Well, you're not wrong. But
Yeah, exactly. Other words, yeah, absolutely, I agree.
Yes.
Yeah, okay, good. So why don't we get started then? Do you want me to do a little chopping of potatoes for you?
Again, we are like all,
we're focusing on doing nothing.
doing nothing.
Doing
Easy,
nothing, so.
real, whole food fast. Because I think most of us really want things in our life that don't take a lot of work. So we're using these tiny little baby red potatoes. You could use little red potatoes, little yellow potatoes, little white potatoes, little purple potatoes, or a whole mix-up of them. They're awesome.
How much longer does it take to cook, though, with a potato that's whole as opposed to giving us a couple of chops?
Well,
If
it
this
does
is-
take longer in terms of that,
Yeah.
but really in terms of doing these, like if you were cooking a regular sized tomato, you could recommend giving it a few chops, but really they're not, in terms of mass, they're not going to be that bigger than a typical roast potato.
Okay, true story.
That's why we start with the baby veg. The baby veg makes the cook time smaller and actually gives you a really amazing result with none of the work of chopping a great big potato.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we start with just filling your dish. You can use like a little baking dish like I'm doing here, or a casserole dish with a cover is great. With your little potatoes, I'm going to sneak that one out. It's got a good scar in it. And when your dish is nice and full, what you want it, then Colin's going to throw in some beautiful organic, locally grown, gorgeous garlic. And again, no work here. You can rub them a little bit if they've got some loose, like I'd give that one a rub, where it's got a little bit of loose paper on it. But as long as the paper is solid, all you're going to get is gorgeous garlic. And when this is cooked, it's going to squeeze out of the base of the cloves and just be the most gorgeous, rich, sweet, yummy, caramelized garlic.
Yeah, you know what? Let's talk a little bit about where this garlic came from. At this time of the year, this is being grown?
Well, no. This is a storage crop, right? So
Okay.
it was grown in the summertime, harvested in kind of usually August, late July, early August, mid-August, depending on your zone.
Yep.
And then stored. So it keeps all the way through to the next spring. So what we're doing is just getting a few of these nice, beautiful organic garlic bulbs in there. And then we're going to give it a sprinkling of the Pesto Garlic Spice Blend. The spice blends are really versatile. So you could be using Crimson Love, you could be using Country Onion, could be using red pepper in this. They'd all be great. We're going to go for your typical yummy pesto garlic. And then, Colin, you're going to give it a nice little drizzle of olive oil, a few tablespoons of olive oil, a few tablespoons of spice blend. And then we're just going to toss it up a bit and stick it in kind of a medium-high oven. We're looking about 375 for roasting this. And it's going to take about an hour and a half, depending on your oven. And you're just going to roast it until it's really nice and sort of goldeny brown, and the garlic is nice and softened.
And this must make your house smell so good, right?
Yes. We've got one that's already cooking in the oven here. So we're going to come back at the end and see the finished product and taste some. But that's it, guys. Like, whole beautiful serving dish, something that you can put out for a dinner party, feel really good about.
Yeah.
And it took us, what, 2.5 minutes to get it in the pan and stick it in the oven.
And again, Colin, what's the cooking time on this, and what temperature did you say?
You're talking about an hour and a half. The ones we did this morning were covered, so it was about an hour that they were done.
So it's a shorter cooking time if it's covered, just because the moisture helps cook it a little bit?
Yeah.
Okay, what is the benefit to leaving it uncovered, just so I know?
It's going
you
to
get more browning happening, and with the caramelization and that part of it, you get more of a crust on the outside. So if you get more texture that way, if you like that sort of texture.
All right, well, you know what? We'll look forward to seeing you guys at the end. For more information on recipes, of course, madewithlove.ca. And can I just say, I have recently made a little purchase of these spice blends, and cooking has become a little bit more exciting in my house. I'm not going to lie. I find even if I'm making something that I normally make, I add these spices, and it just gives it that little bit of something different. You get tired of the same stuff all the time, but I have to say I'm also enjoying trying your recipes.
We've put up on our Facebook page a January special. Buy all 9 Medi flavor spice blends for a special $90, which is really amazing.
Excellent.
That's Susan's special.
Yes, it's my special, and I like it because I have all of them. I don't feel like I'm missing out on anything. You know what I mean? Anyway.
Me too.
Okay.
Absolutely.
We'll look forward to seeing you guys at the end of the show. Thank you very much. Quick break right now. When we come back, lots more Midday. Stay with us.
When I gave the word, now in the morning I sleep alone. Sweep the streets I used
to. Did you know that soft bedding can be a suffocation hazard for babies? Did you know that a child's skull can fracture on impact at only 7 kilometers an hour? The Government of Canada has tips to keep your children healthy and safe. Visit healthycanadians.gc.ca/kids. A message from the Government of Canada.
The confusion, the sluggishness, the excess napping, the confusion. They say I have the turkey brain.
Turkey brain. We all get it this time of year. Makes you slow and sick of turkey leftovers. But one visit to Boston Pizza for something that isn't turkey, and your turkey brain's gone.
A few years ago, my customer Mrs. Hill had a chip on her windshield, and when she turned on the heat on a very cold day, the sudden change in temperature caused it to crack. This week, she booked an appointment on the internet to repair a chip before it turns into a crack. And now her windshield is as sturdy as it was before. And because your insurer covers you for glass damage, it's free.
Thanks, Dina.
My pleasure. Call now or book online at speedyglass.ca.
1 in 3 homes on the market are bought or sold with the help of a RE/MAX agent. Community involvement, local knowledge, and doing a little more means more home buyers and sellers have more to smile about. RE/MAX. Outstanding agents, outstanding results.
Want to enjoy top-rated safety, fuel economy, and quality in your next vehicle? Come check out a brand new 2011 Toyota RAV4 with the exclusive Star Safety System. Available in Kamloops at Sun Country.
About bailed today on my way to work due to the icy conditions. We could see that again tonight. 7 degrees will be our high tomorrow with mainly cloudy skies. And we're back here with Alexandra and Colin from Made with Love Delectable Edibles, and the potatoes are ready, you guys.
Yeah.
It has smelled so good in here for the last hour. I can't begin to tell you. You know when it's ready when? You sort of prong the potatoes,
exactly.
They go straight
Give
through.
them a poke here. They're just going to be tender to your fork.
Yes.
That's pretty much it. And you know, this one in the front is a little bit more roasted. The one in the back is a little bit less roast time.
Okay.
So this is the dish that we did before we came in. So that's got a little bit more time in the oven.
Yes.
The potatoes are a little bit softer. This guy we just pulled out, and you could give it a few more minutes if you like, or you could do it when they're just nicely cooked through.
And generally speaking, then, Colin, with those garlic pieces, you just serve yourself and then take the little pieces of the garlic off the front, or off, take the shell, deshell them. Is that the word I'm looking for?
If you actually take one of these little, like, really nicely roasted pieces, where could I do this for you, Marcel? I think maybe up here. if you take one of these guys and you just kind of give it a squish with your fork, when they're really well roasted on your plate, what's going to happen is all this really nice roasted garlic is just going to squish out like that.
How good does that look?
So you don't eat the skin, you just use that really nice garlic roast and eat it with your potatoes and your meat and your veggies and whatever else you're doing.
All right, you guys, I think we're out of time, but what an easy and fast way to make potatoes. Thank you very much for the demonstration today.
Yeah. Go to our website, madewithlove.ca, and you'll get all our recipes.
Excellent. All right, that's all the time we have for Midday this afternoon. Thanks for joining us. We'll be back here tomorrow at noon. Have a great day.